Jake Sisko is traveling with a defiant crew when they are attacked by a Jem'Hadar fighter. Hello, everybody, and welcome to The Seventh Rule with Sirach Lofton.
Hello, hello.
To know her is to love her, of course. Melissa Longo is here.
Hello.
My name is Ryan T. Husk, and we are joined today by the writer of that pitch, and it's more than just that, Mr. Ethan Calk.
Hi.
Now, you know Ethan because of his work on Star Trek Deep Space Nine. He's got 2 writing credits, 2 storyboard credits for Deep Space Nine for Visionary and Children of Time. And today we're going to be talking about another episode that he pitched that didn't quite make the cut, but I think we're going to enjoy delving into it anyway. How you guys doing?
Good.
Well,
Excited about this. Tell us what we got.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. What is this episode called, Ethan?
My preliminary title was Conscience.
Nice.
So
Let's just go ahead and get into it then. It goes a little something like this. Jake Sisko is traveling with the Defiant crew when they are attacked by a Jem'Hadar fighter. The battle goes poorly, and just as they are being boarded, Nog manages to lock out the command codes. It's a Nog episode. Oh my God.
Yay.
It's a Jake and Nog episode.
Yay.
Wait, Nog does what? He does what?
Locks
Nog-
out the command codes.
So that
okay.
the Jem'Hadar can't take over command of the ship, right?
Okay.
He's a smart cookie, that one.
yep.
Oh yeah. So this is, what do you envision this being, like a 5th or 6th season episode?
I pitched it probably at the beginning of the 7th season, so it was
Wow.
it was pretty late into the series. Yeah.
Okay. And it says here that you pitched it to Bradley Thompson. Oh yeah, November 1998. Wow, good notes.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I kept notes on all the stuff I pitched, so
Beautiful.
I can't believe I even found them today, though.
So it continues. So after Nog manages to lock out the command codes, this angers the Jem'Hadar warriors and the Vorta who is with them. He threatens the crew with death unless someone unlocks the codes. Seeing Jake and the panic that he's not trying to show, the Vorta that he's trying to not show.
Yeah, exactly. That was a typo. Sorry.
Not at all. The Vorta focuses his attention on him. He tells Jake if he does not hand over the codes, he will kill one of the crew members. One of the Jem'Hadar grabs Nog and points his weapon at him. Nog and the rest of the crew tell Jake not to tell, and Jake is clearly overwhelmed. He finally screws up the courage. Is that the right word? He finally
I think so.
screws up the courage to refuse the Vorta's command. Then, to all their horror, the Jem'Hadar kills Nog.
No.
Commercial.
What? What is this? What are we doing here?
This is why it didn't make it.
Probably so.
It's so funny. Like, I
No.
switched away from what I was reading to this so I could watch your reaction to it.
No.
Wow. Well,
I was
7th
already
season.
mad that. No, I don't like it.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No killing Nog.
There better be a twist. There better be a twist coming up that he didn't really kill Nog. or
Especially
something.
since he's the one who locked out the command codes. It's not
Yeah.
smart of the Jem'Hadar to kill the one who locked out the command codes.
the only guy who knows how to fix it.
This is all the stuff that everybody would be
Exactly.
saying during the commercial break right now. They're seeing a commercial for panty liners and they're going, but you can't do the command codes.
Yeah.
There's a giant Gormagander going to come and save them.
Gormagander.
Oh, so is that Act 1? Is that how it's broken down into? Like, is that the first act there?
Probably, yeah. That would be Act 1. I didn't really break them down like that in these pitches, but that would probably be the end of Act 1. Yes.
Wow.
All right. So are you guys ready for more?
Yes.
Masochists. All
It
right.
better get better than this, man. Better get better than this.
All right. Immediately, acting on pure rage and adrenaline, the crew manages to overpower the Jem'Hadar and regain control of the Defiant. Jake, however, is devastated, and the remainder of the story is focused on his reaction to causing Nog's death. There is little anyone can do to comfort him, not even his father. No matter how they try to console him, no matter how he tries to rationalize what happened, he can only seem to see the staring eyes of Nog.
It's gonna
I
make
know.
me cry.
I know.
Man. Let's do the other episode, man.
No killing Nog. This is unacceptable.
Oh my God. Jake's in a free fall. His best friend died in front of him. It's partly his fault for not speaking up on the codes. No, this has got to have a happy ending. There's got to be this was a happy ending type show. You know that, Ethan.
Was it?
well.
Deep Space Nine was
Well,
Yeah.
it kind of broke the rules there.
Some
Yeah.
point.
Kind of did.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I mean, Kaiopaka died, so boy, that was a tearjerker, huh?
No.
Not so much.
I mean, I liked Opaka a lot, but she wasn't Nog.
No.
No.
So it
Wow.
ends. It ends
This is
like
heavy.
this.
No.
Well, there's a little bit left to it. This is like the final act.
Okay.
It's not going to get much better, I don't think, but here we go. Eventually, Jake realizes there was nothing else he could do, but he also realizes he will be changed for the rest of his life.
Unacceptable.
Where are the twists, Ethan? There's got to be a twist. That's just like a bad, sad story. It's like,
Well, it was.
it's got to be
It
like
was.
a hologram. It's like it wasn't really known. There's got to be a twist somewhere.
Well, that I thought that would be too easy, and I thought it would get rejected because I've had a lot of them rejected where they'd say, "Oh no, nobody's going to believe that that character was killed," or everybody's going to believe that something else was going on. And it was really now, if I remember the timeline right, November '98, I probably pitched it in the middle of the 7th season. It was probably the last session that I ever pitched. So I thought, okay, the season's almost over. By the time they would make this, it might be April or May, 5 episodes left. So I thought, something drastic just might catch their eye. And, that's kind of why I pitched it. And it was really a Jake thing. It was really all for Sirach. Because, just to see what someone would have to go through like that. So that was kind of my intention there. It's
true that like at the end of a series, usually they do have a death or a departure, like Neelix says goodbye to the Voyager crew. Trip Tucker dies on Enterprise. No spoilers for anybody, but things like that. Usually when a series is closing out, they have these things that, these storylines that are ending. Yeah.
Right.
They did kill a couple of people off at the end.
Well,
no spoilers.
This was like, I mean, obviously, Dax isn't, or Terry Farrell's not there in the 7th season. So this was after they've already chosen to get rid of Dax's, or
Right.
Jadzia.
Right. Right. So the other Ezri should be there at this time. I think that should have been the last season. I'm almost positive it was the last season. And we had already seen in November we'd probably already seen 10 or 12 episodes of the season by then.
Yep.
Well, Ira mentioned having this discussion in Siege of AR something
or other,
where Nog loses his leg, and it went from him losing his life to losing 2 legs to losing 1 leg.
And then it was going to be a toe. And then they changed it to a hangnail. Actually, it's good that you mentioned that because that was part of their notes. Ethan actually wrote down the notes that he got back from Bradley Thompson. And here they are. Bradley liked this idea and passed it on to the rest of the writing staff. he did say that they probably wouldn't do this to Nog, as they had already blown off his leg in a recent episode. However, and this is the important thing, this is also what Ethan's talking about, where you said this is an episode for Jake. However, he liked the idea of Jake having to deal with the fact that he was responsible for someone's death. So they liked that kernel of like, it changes Jake's character to be responsible for someone's death. They just didn't want it necessarily to be Nog. And then it says, unfortunately, this was pitched too late in the season, and they decided to tell other stories for the last few episodes of the series. Yes, because it was so late in the series.
So maybe it could have been done as like a red shirt death, like he was responsible for somebody.
And that could have been easy, but I thought this would be way more powerful and way more difficult for him. And I don't think when I pitched this, we had seen that episode when that happens to Nog. So that was probably already in the works, and they already knew they were going to do it. So
right. You know, and that's probably something like where if they picked something like that up, or if they wanted to use that idea, but they didn't want to kill off Nog, but they wanted Jake to have to live with that, then they would probably introduce a new character a few episodes before and plant that seed, like a Zeal character or like a Michael
Nala.
Eddington character.
Was that her name? Nala, the O'Brien's helper, engineer helper who blew up the school.
I don't remember, but I believe you.
So the name sounds familiar.
Yeah. So they might just introduce, like, knowing that this character, they might introduce like a new character that befriends Jake or something like that a few episodes before, just to set up this powerful death without killing one of the main characters that they wanted to keep or something.
Right.
Ooh, that's a fun
Yeah,
one.
but they're killing a future captain, man. That's not right.
No killing future captains.
Maybe it should have been Jake.
If you want me responsible for Eddington's death, I would have totally been cool with that.
Okay.
It'd be like, boy, a day
Eddington
later, and he's
day.
just got a spring in his step. Aren't you feeling bad, Jake? No, I'm good.
No,
he's totally fine.
But don't you think that having been responsible for anybody's death would have a profound effect on somebody? You know, I saw this video where this woman hit this crossing guard and she didn't slow down, but you would feel bad about that, even if they're strangers.
Yeah.
Any normal person, yes.
Yeah. Ducat seemed fine with
it.
Yeah.
Well,
but really quickly though, I did want to say because you mentioned Bradley Thompson, and I wanted to ask you: was that a normal thing for him to take pitches? Because we usually hear Ira and other people doing the pitches.
I guess in that season, I pitched 3 or 4 things to him that one time. I pitched to Robert Hewitt Wolf a couple of times, Renee a couple of times, and Ron Moore a few times. I never pitched to Ira ever. I think even Michael Pillar once, way back at toward the beginning, like 3rd or 4th season. I thought, oh man, this will be good. If he likes it, it's in. But nothing happened.
Well, this has been really cool, Ethan. Thank you very much for joining us on this one. You got a lot of fun ideas, and we've got a lot of them to enjoy. And it is officially, is this part of our? Let's say it's officially part of our headcanon that Jake has to deal with someone's death, but not.
Okay.
Right.
We'll leave the rest of that vague.
Death.
Yeah. It's someone.
Yeah.
Ducat's cousin.
Maybe had I pitched somebody else, it would have sold because he liked the rest of it. They just didn't like the Nog part. And it's really funny too, because they will take your pitch word for word, and if there's something they like, but there's something else they don't like, and they turn it down, you really can't go, oh well, let's do a different character. They won't listen to that at all. It's exactly what you pitched, and that's what they go by. So
interesting. Yeah. Interesting.
Interesting.
That's what Ira says, apparently. All right. Well, thanks very much, Ethan. This has been really cool. And everybody at home, go ahead and add some of this to your headcanon if you'd like. And if you'd like to omit some of it, that's up to you. But until next time, always remember the 7th rule.